Hello and welcome to the sixth series of the ATM. Structure of the TARDIS is still the same, but I should point out, you may have noticed in all the other episodes of the show that the lighting is a little different. Now that's because, depending on the time and day that the segments were recorded, depended on the weather. So for example, the Lapboard, Coolboard and another studio recording was done on a specific day and it might have been a bit lighter. That's because it was sunny. But for something like this episode, it may be a little darker because it's cloudy and could be about to rain. So that's why there might be a difference in some of the episodes in the lighting. Now on to the next bit. There are a couple of changes in this series as well. Now, most of the travel videos are based around Merseyside, with a couple of Manchester and York as well. And there will be a repeat of some of the train classes as well. And here's what's coming up over the next 20 weeks. Now all of that is to come. This, however, is now. And here's what's in store for the first episode of the new series. The electronic lapboard, the electronic coolboard, Merseyrail, Wirral Line. Okay, now we know what's coming up in this episode. It's time for the first segment, which means it's time to find out what Grand Tour game vehicle has been selected today to go on the lapboard.
And across the line.
Okay, let's bring up the lap board and find out how fast a normal Chevrolet Silverado 2500 got round the track. Let's have a look. Not bad. 1:46.50. That's not a bad time, that. Okay, now that's that segment finished. Now it's time for the second segment, which means it's time to find out what there is to go on the cool board. Welcome back to the cool board. Now let's see what 3 images we've got today. First image, class 374. Now those units operate on Eurostar. Now I haven't been on any of them yet, so I don't know if they're comfortable or not. But what I do know is they are safe and they are environmentally friendly, but they're not quiet. Nevertheless, 2 of the 3. So that goes in, not bad. Now when I do go on them and they are comfortable, then it will be moved from not bad into cool. Second image, Jeep Wrangler Sahara normal. Now that vehicle is from the Grand Tour game. Now that's not a bad car, but because it has no roof, when Jeremy Clarkson drove it in episode 2 of series 3 of the Grand Tour, that goes in, uncool. And the final image, Super Sprinter Class 156. Now those units operate on Northern Rail. Now I haven't been on that many of them, but I do know is they are safe, but they're not comfortable, they're not quiet, and they're not environmentally friendly. 1 of the 4, so that goes in, uncool. And that's the end of the cool board. Okay, now that's that segment finished. Now it's time for the final segment, which is the travel video for this episode. So, please enjoy.
Clear field stop here, head man, number 1.
Okay, now that's all the segments for this episode finished. And on that fragment, it is time to end. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Goodbye.